Hi, I'm Anima Nair. I'm the co-founder of Sense Kaleidoscopes. And I'm also parent to a young adult with autism. My son Pranav is now 20 years old and is well on his way to becoming a professional artist. In my 20-year journey with autism, there have been a lot of challenges, but there have also been a few interesting learnings. And one of the learnings that I had that sort of served as a turning point in my life was to know how to draw out the potential of my child with, or with other children with autism. How do we draw the potential and ensure that we're working with their strengths instead of pointing out their weaknesses? As a parent, as a professional, it's very easy for us to say, you can't do this, or you're so bad at that, or you need to learn how to do this better. You simply have to learn, you have to do this. We are not thinking of the internal challenges that the child is facing or about the difficulties that the child will have in comprehending certain things. Instead, we're just thinking of what is more convenient to us and what will work better in the normal scheme of things. If we stop thinking in a limited fashion and instead allow our children to show us what their true interest is, and then we work with those interests and allow the child to flourish in that field, then we'll see some amazing changes. That is how I discovered that my son actually has an affinity towards the art. I did not know that. My co-founder of the school, Akshay, she's the one who figured out that, look, Pranav can draw and he can do it so well, and it's amazing the kind of stuff he can create. As a regular parent, sometimes we are blind to what the child can do and we are more in tune with what we want the child to do. So that kind of thinking has to change from a parent's perspective. And from the society's perspective, we should start seeing autism not as an invisible disability, but as a condition that a lot of our children are forced to live with. And therefore they need the accommodations that you would give any other human being in order to just function well. So if there is a chaotic environment and we are taking our child over there, because exposure is very necessary to make autism learn, then there has to be, let's say, a very quiet space, a corner where a child with autism can go and calm down. If a child is having bad behaviors on the road, we do not want general public to just stand there and stare. There has to be an understanding that whoever has autism is trying their best in order to fit into what our notion of the normal is, and that is really quite unfair. The other point that I wanted to make here is that treating autism with respect and dignity has to begin at home. As a parent, you have to respect your child enough to follow his or her wishes, and then only expect society to give that kind of respect to the child. So in this Autism Awareness Month, I hope that a lot of parents like me who are on this journey and who need help and support and prayers go on to find the help and go on to keep their minds open about possibilities and start to think of the future with hope rather than with despair, thinking that autism is the end of the world. It isn't. With the right training, with the right attention to interests of the child, and with the right support system, we can truly help our children soar.